Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Summer Fresh. Real food you can feel good about every day. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Del Manor, Inspired Retirement Living. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Melita. Join the pursuit for better coffee.
Need extra space? We rock at Storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Access Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2022 Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Just a short drive north of Toronto, Vaughan is the ideal destination for your next road trip adventure. Go to visitvaughan.ca.
Hello everyone and welcome to Draw 4 of this 2022 Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts Championship, brought to you by Curl On. My name is Mary Chilvers and we are bringing this stream live to you from the Thornhill Club in Thornhill, Ontario. I'm joined here by former Nova Scotia Scotties champion and 2022 Ontario Senior Champ Janet Murphy.
Hey Mary.
How are you, Janet?
I'm well.
Awesome. So we're already into Draw 4 here in this championship, and the two teams that we're featuring here today, Team Mann from the Ottawa Curling Club versus Team Howard from the Mississauga Golf and Country Club.
That's right.
So I'll just give you the lineup of both teams here. So playing lead for Team Mann, we have Steph Ledrew. Cheryl Kreviazik is playing second. Kira Brunton is playing third, and Lauren Mann is the skip. And then on the Carly Howard team, Justin Murphy playing lead, Grace Holyoke is second, Stephanie Matheson at third, and Carly Howard is now the skip of this team, Janet.
That's right. Yes.
So a little bit of a change up on that team since last few years.
Yeah, so this clearly with the last name Murphy, and there's a player named Murphy, we have an affiliation, so I'm quite aware of the changes this team's made, and I think they're all very positive. The girls decided they wanted to continue to curl together after sort of 2 seasons, 3 seasons, a COVID season. It's hard to remember how long. Jess has started a new career as a school teacher. She's an elementary French teacher, and they looked at the schedules and figured, well, as a teacher, it's a bit hard to get as much time off as you might like. And so given that they wanted to stay together, they just rejigged the lineup to give them a little more flexibility for their Bondsfield schedule moving forward. So they're testing it out at this event.
Yes.
And so far, 2-1 record, and they seem to be doing okay.
Excellent, yeah. And good for Jess for acknowledging that she can't put in the time now that she's got a full-time career. So it'll be fun to watch them.
Yeah, and then on the man team, their lead, Karen, just had a baby. Just had another new mom.
That Karen Sagal.
Karen Sagal. She and her partner had a little girl, I believe. I think I saw. And so Steph Ledrew has come into the lineup, filling in for Karen. So it's great to see Steph. It's been years since we've seen her on the ice.
Yeah. Again, all the super spares are stepping in this week.
Yeah.
So with the draw to the button before the game, Justin Murphy threw it, and she pinned it. She put it right on the pin, and that earned them the hammer in this first end.
Yeah. So it looks like it'll be a fairly open up and down end. The man team was a little long on their first rock, and it went through the rings. But the Howard teams decided they too will like to play a bit, so they threw a corner guard. So we're kind of into it with a couple of rocks to start. It'll be great.
I'm just quickly going to go through the standings, Janet, after 3 draws. So we have on the top of the standings is Team Maduncan.
We named them Maduncan.
Madaw/Duncan. They're alone at 3-0. And then we have Team Mann and Team Howard. The 2 teams we're featuring today are tied for 2-1. And then we have 4 teams at 1 and 2. Froud, Inglis, Wazilki, and Holman. Oh, and 5
Daly.
teams, sorry, and Daly as well.
So the field's pretty tight.
It's tight, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
This game will definitely be one of the moving pieces of the for the standings board. So this is a fairly tight schedule, Mary. They're playing 8 end games over a period of 3 days with Sundays for playoffs. So in reality, this is draw 4, and the event started 24 hours ago. And everybody's playing every draw.
True, yeah.
So this is a sprint.
It is a sprint, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, good. My second one, Carla.
So, yeah, your lineup for the Howard team really changes up because Stephanie had always played second, and she's now up to third. And Grace, who always played lead, is now up to second.
Yeah.
I had to take a second look when I saw her throw a peel.
I know,
I'm not
I know.
used to seeing that.
It's true. And then one thing that they have done for this event, not sure, they're, as I said, evaluating a lot, is Jess is in the house for Carly's shots when she throws.
Right.
I mean, Jess has never played a front end position, and so still working on some of that judging of brushing. And they figured since she has seen Carly throw it the most, her being in the house and Steph and Grace sweeping would be like the best option.
Well, it makes sense too. Jess has been in the house forever, so she definitely is comfortable in there calling lines.
Exactly.
I think we're there. Line's good! Room! Lots of line! Line's really close yet, curl! Hard curl! We're just fighting top 4. Hard! You got a good one! Go! Keep going! Fully. Keep going! Go! Good sweep.
That's a good sweep by that pair. Steph's such a great brusher. Any team's lucky to have her brushing.
Yeah.
Big Dish is okay.
So Lauren asking to run the blue one in?
Yeah, I think so. They're out pretty wide. Looks like they might be on. They're going to make contact with blue, but might make contact with yellow too. And send that one into the ring. So that's not a great outcome.
She just got that out, yeah.
Or the little runner and roll. We can either tap it or we can just draw open. Tap.
So the Howard team with hammer is deciding to advance the shot stone onto the second shot stone and attempt to lay 3. What do you think about that, Mary?
Well, I'm not a fan because it's just going to group theirs together. They got to remember
right.
that it's still really early in the end. I liked when she indicated maybe just draw over to the wing. And then you've got 3 rocks in the rings to the 1 blue, and you have hammer. And there's still lots of rocks to come. So there's lots of time to sit, you know, first and second and third or whatever.
I agree completely.
This is just, again,
This is just going to go through. This is like a letting them off the hook, unforced error. Yeah, draw up inside T line. They're going to start. Well, at least she's still in the rings. They're going to have to start hitting rocks, and you never know. Might make it easier.
Plus, you know, we talk about taps, and what did we say in the last game of how hard they are to make perfectly. So
the break is obviously very late because that rock is completely buried behind the rock on the top of the tee line.
right.
Unfortunately, this is not a great throw from Kira. She won't be very happy with that. But again, if Howard wants to lay a couple, she has to keep grouping her rocks. So
We got it. We have to hit it on this side. They're pretty frozen. Hawk.
Yeah, it'll be gradual.
Can she hit enough with this Janet to still get the long roll over?
well, they're only throwing hack weight. So I mean, I think at best she rolls a couple of feet. I don't. They're saying it's a bit heavy, but the rock. This we saw in this earlier game. This rock is going to curl more than they think it's going to, and she's gonna end up crossing it.
Got it, Grace. Go. Keep it on the nose here.
Hard. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go hard.
Shot, Steph.
Oh, worked for them.
Yeah. Wow. That worked out better than they called it.
It did, yeah. Yeah.
Play that, but I don't love that double.
Couple of options here for Mann, though, to make doubles.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. She
So-
should be able to get rid of.
I mean, none of them are gimme doubles, but
No, and it looks like she's not even going to take the double on. She's going to play more a freeze. So I've done some junior coaching over the years. I'm sure you have too. And right now I would say the only way you give up a 4 is play the freeze. It's the first end hit rock.
it's the first end. And yeah, she could go after the shot rock and just roll in front of the other one.
Exactly.
Something like that. Just get it in the way somehow. But
So, like, I can play this double or try it. But
That
we
looks
might
like
jam anyway.
freeze ice to me based on
oh,
what
it is.
yeah,
for sure.
and,
But I think her front end's having a discussion with her here now
Yeah.
about
I
this
don't
call.
love it. I feel like we've got a couple of out options this way. I don't love the freeze either, to be totally honest.
Oh,
but-
great. Well, then don't throw
What do
it.
you guys like? Do you guys know the weight here?
Yeah, it's not good when your skip says, I
Yeah,
don't love the call
I
I'm
don't
throwing.
love the call I made, or the rock I have to throw. But you know, that's what I'm gonna play. I would not. That's not a good mindset in my world.
No,
to be in the
no,
hack
if she
thinking I
makes
don't like
it,
the shot. Yeah.
all the power to her. That's
Exactly.
it's a gutsy call in the first end.
Yeah. So we'll see. Now this is the side of the sheet that they did do the draw to the button on, so I would
Yeah.
think they've seen a few rocks kind of come down. But generally, you're not trying to cross center when you're doing a draw to the button. So we'll see.
Line's good. Line's good. Wait on me.
And once it got to the center line, we really saw Stephanie's hack waiter curl. So I expect that this looks like it's on a pretty good line if the weight's close.
Good. As far as you can, girls. Go hard. As far as you can.
Unfortunately, she had really good line, but a little bit light on the weight. So
Okay. Came down pretty quick, eh? Once it crossed. Yeah.
We want to roll away.
Yeah, it's rolling away. Board.
You got it.
Gonna throw board. Keep it on this line to the side to start. Yeah, half a rock's like, yeah, get it out. Yeah, once it hits the line, it curls pretty good.
Yeah, so here's a shot
Stay
where you
close.
really got to believe it. You know,
Yeah.
throw the weight you're calling. You just need to hit half of the rock and roll over to the other side. Just get rid of this blue one.
Yeah, board weight is what they called.
Clean.
Steph's
Whoa.
indicating the weight's close. There it
Close.
goes.
Whoa. Curl. Hard. Hard to stick. Keep going. Keep going.
That's
keep
a
going.
nice shot.
Easy.
Really
clean.
nice weight that she threw.
Sit. 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 Sit.
Might
sit,
not
sit,
stick
sit,
around
sit.
in the rings.
Sit. Good throw.
Oof.
Very nice
Little
shot.
fresh pebble over there to help hang it on. Yeah, so now the way you give up 5 is you draw.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Yeah. But I mean, she would have learned a lot from that first one, so I expect that she'll make this one quite
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
A little solid.
It's a pressure shot in the first end.
It's a big shot in the first
Yeah.
end, yeah.
Very solid.
There isn't, so. Well, just a hair last, Kira.
Let's see if I can get a clock on this, get an idea of what first end draw weight's like.
Same line.
Go then. Go, go, go.
More room.
Hard.
Skip
How's
at a
it
hand.
going?
Thinks
It's all
it's
you,
a bit
you got
light,
tons
but
of
the
line.
sweepers look fine with it.
Cheryl.
Tons of line.
Cheryl, you gotta go.
So that's 14.7, which
You
says
gotta go,
weight's
Cheryl.
really good. Unfortunately,
Shells,
No
shells.
bounce. No bounce. No
it
bounce. No
didn't
bounce.
really grab any of the curl
Take it back if
early.
you can. Go, go, go.
Oh, God, that was perfect weight.
Yeah, perfect weight. I think she gave herself a smidge more ice because
she?
she
Yeah.
looked at her line from the
threw?
first one
What I
and it was
threw?
perfect, but she
Yeah.
thought, oh, I didn't throw it hard enough. So she gave herself a little more, thinking,
Right.
"Throw
Same weight I
more."
threw. Yeah.
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 So a shot
weight I
here
threw,
for
yeah.
5 in the first
Oof.
end.
That's a starting. It's a good start.
With the ice she's taken here, she's now going to throw normal hit weight at this, I would
think so.
assume.
Yeah. Doesn't have to do much fancy, just
Yeah.
make contact and that rock's going out and she'll score a number. A crooked number, as they say.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard. Right up. Right up. Right up. Right up.
Might have to
Hard.
play off her own.
Sit. Great.
Oh, great.
And she gets it. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5 yellow in the first end here.
Wow. That's a
For
that's a
Team
solid
Howard.
start.
Body was going a little that
We'll be
way, but
back
I
in a
thought she
moment.
straightened it okay.
Thank you to our gold sponsor, Del Manor, Inspired Retirement Living. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Melita. Join the pursuit for better coffee.
Hair wider than their draw for hammer.
Well, Janet, if you're giving up 5, it's best to do it in the first end.
It certainly is. It certainly is. The Mann team will regroup. They regrouped during the break there, talked about a couple of the tactics they're going to try, and we'll see how they execute. So on the other sheets, just to catch everybody up, Inglis Homan on sheet A, Homan with hammer blanked the first end. With Meduncan, sheet B, and with Silky with hammer scored 1. And on sheet D, Froud stole 1 in the opening end versus Daly.
Line's nice. To get a 2, we gotta pass this logo here. Okay, we're gonna overcurl. We're gonna overcurl. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Top 4. Okay, line's good. Room. Line's good. Okay. Room. Okay, top 4. Curl if you can. Yep. 15-6. Good sweep.
So with the Howard team being up 5 points, they are not going to fiddle around with putting anything out front. They're going to put the rocks in the rings and let Mann do what she wants to do here. And I think, is she putting up another corner on the other side?
I think she is,
Yeah.
and makes
a little
the most
more.
sense. Like, so we talked earlier in the earlier broadcast, for those that are watching, about the concept of sometimes teams putting 2 corner guards on the
down.
same side. But since Mann's first corner went exactly
Good stuff.
halfway, it makes more sense for them to
job.
split 2
Yes.
corners and try and keep them
Yeah.
apart. And
Do you like this way?
the Howard team with a fairly okay setup in the rings, won't call it great, okay. Stacked yellows will just guard. And Mann will have to start doing some work to get to those rocks in the middle.
Early.
It'll be interesting to see if Mann ignores the middle and starts using those corners, because we often see that the team with the hammer put them up, but then they get kind of sucked into just coming around the center line area.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
And
Recovery.
that rock over curled a bit on them, so it allows Lauren access to the headstone and maybe a roll in behind her corner. But I can guarantee you that the Howard team will be peeling corner guards as soon as this rock comes to a stop.
yes, oh for sure, yeah. Now she's calling hack weight on this, and that's okay. You got to make sure you stick around. You can even just play a tap on this rock. You don't have to roll behind the corner
No.
guard.
You don't
But
have to
keep
do it
your
all
rock
in one
in
rock.
play and just get some of the yellows moved behind the tee line.
Yeah.
See, this is she's like looking to hit for a piece now. and
Yeah, and she'd asked for hack, room for hack, and then out of hand I heard them say she threw board.
And
So
I've seen this mistake so much for these teams that are down, and that was up, I think.
Yeah.
But still, you don't need to throw that kind of weight. Just tap things around and
yeah,
make it tough for the other team.
for
you know?
sure.
Well. Yep. Well, easy. Clean. Nice throw.
Yeah, although Grace has played lead for a few years with
Good
this
one.
team and is now playing second, she did come through her junior career as a third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, played with Haley Armstrong in juniors, and she made it to a couple of nationals as a third in junior curling. So definitely has all the shots available to her, and
I think so.
is probably really excited about throwing some weight.
I would think, after playing lead,
Yeah.
she's probably really liking this new position.
Line's a little tight.
8,
First
9.
line. Close.
Now, see what I was talking about, how they all of a sudden the play is over to the middle.
Yeah,
8, 7.
Yeah, then.
You
and
know,
they're forced to move rocks around in the middle, and with not a lot of weight.
yeah. Now, this is a nice shot.
It's a very
really
nice shot. Yeah.
See, that's
nice.
what you got to
Good
do.
judge, girl.
Make
Yeah.
your opponent, have to make.
You're right.
Tough
take
shots.
2 feet
Yeah.
off whatever we go.
Now Carly is coming around. Not
I'm like, I just
sure
want to
about
make
this
sure
call.
sometimes I'm like, I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
I mean, she
topping
could
or
definitely peel. I don't know if that other blue corner guard is going to come into play
No.
with this sort of stuff going on, but she could certainly peel the center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although she put it there, she doesn't need it there.
Top 8. Lots of line.
Easy.
Because this
Lots
is
of
a
line.
bit of an all or nothing
we
shot with
can.
your vices first. If
gotta
if
go.
Steph doesn't get this in a good spot,
Okay, go. You can go. Straight.
yeah.
Hard. Keep going. Go.
Thank
Go. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, so not a great spot, but not a terrible spot. Because just definitely blocking the path. But a peel of that center guard would make things a lot more accessible.
Yeah.
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 I think teams think we don't have hammer and we have a center guard. We shouldn't. But they forget what the scoreboard
Play the
says.
scoreboard, yeah.
You run
Or
it,
wait
keep
till a little
trying it.
later in the end if you want to
Yes.
then go on the aggressive side.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
So this rock looks pretty good.
It does.
Looks like
The
it might
line's
get
great
another
here.
one in. And
the
now
weight's
Team
okay.
Howard will be, it looks maybe a smidge heavy. Yeah. So, a little more than a smidge. But that was the line.
What do you think? It's either that or like a tap. Pardon? Yeah. Do you want to come here? Even here. That's okay. Yeah, then we got him coming and going.
Yeah, the Howard team just needs to remember that even if they allow the man team to score 1, even 2,
Yeah.
they have full game control, and they don't need to make everything perfect. They just need to be in the way of man generating more points.
Top 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa. T-line. Yep, top 4. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This looks
Stay
really
low,
close.
straight. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, this is like bad.
No, it looks a bit heavy.
Well, that does give the man team another chance to lock one in here.
Yeah.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Looks like Kira's
Hard, girls, hard.
made the adjustment from her
right,
first
stop,
one
stop, you're in the
weight-wise.
front.
Oh, but it just overcurled
You
on
roll
her.
on over, Carol. Right in if you can.
That's too bad.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, that same hole is still there. So. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So Jess is referring that she threw the draw for hammer in this spot, and she was just giving Carly some feedback on the line and the weight from her draw for button, which or draw for hammer, sorry. So hopefully that will translate to Carly in her draw weight.
Right.
I need for them, I think. So 15 a hair more, like less. Yeah. Yeah. Line's good. Close,
Go
straight.
early then.
Yep, straight. Line's good. Speed for 7. Straight,
Sweepers,
yes.
they
Hard
like the line, and the sweepers are
line.
going for line and weight now, it looks like. But keeping in mind, it doesn't have to be perfect,
Whoa,
just
hold it.
in the
It's
way.
ticking on the guard as well.
Yeah,
Whoa.
no.
No.
Let's cut off that side
Okay,
now.
good.
But see, that's plan B right there,
Yeah, for
in my
sure.
opinion. Like it's now blocking the path. There's lots
Yeah.
of yellows out there and not very many blues.
Which I don't think it's smart. At least it might give me something on my next. I don't know. I don't see anything else, so I don't think we should waste time, right?
So Lauren's recognizing that things are a little
Yeah, I don't see
congested
that.
for her and is talking about playing something now to give her more space for her last rock. So I think we might see something with a bit of weight to open
No,
things
you're right. This
up.
is probably safer. Here, I
But,
probably just
oh.
like half, right? Try to play for half a rock, like to hit half of
She's
this.
trying to run her
Okay, I'll give you a
blue
thing.
that's just in the 12 foot
Like, I'll
into
put
the
more.
pile a bit.
We're just gonna try this double tap because we don't really have anything else.
Oh, a double
I think we need
tap
like board
even.
weight. Okay.
Board weight, double tap.
We need to cross center here of the rock, that is, obviously.
That's tough. Taps are tough, double taps tougher.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, she said double taps. So.
Yep. Close. Close. Whoa, close.
There's-
Close. Whoa,
They're
it's gotta
calling
curl.
board weight, so that's definitely enough weight to move the rocks around the way she wants. But I think she's pretty.
Whoa!
It's close. Wow.
Well,
Perfect
good
angle.
Yeah, good attempt.
Yeah.
We can use those. Do you see anything for them for 2? Right, so just guard the hole. I think we gotta come this way at it. Like off the
Yeah, so
center.
Carly and Jess are talking about throwing a guard, but recognizing where they want to get the rock and how the ice map's looking, they're going to play away from the center line to get the guard in the position that they want.
Do you like it here, Les? Do you like that?
Just going into our own blue. We're just trying to guard kind of that. Yeah. Like, guess so. Yeah.
Line's fine. Line's good. So 1-2. Line's good.
This rock, I think, we didn't really see a lot of corner guard play in our first game this morning, Mary, but I think this rock will have no trouble curling off the center line. Looks really good for what the girls wanted to do, and now we'll see how the man team responds.
Well, I possibly see a shot on the out turn on the other side. If we can just see the entire rings, there we go.
Big enough hole.
If you can nail the one that you could just see half of with the out turn, hit it across, you could get rid of the 2 back yellows
Yep.
and possibly the yellow, depending on where you hit it, and get a couple.
Yeah,
They're not looking at that
not
side of the
seeing
sheet
it.
at all.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some players that would be running down to throw that. I'm not sure how many in the field
I'm okay with it being controlled by the time
here would, but I see a lot of men's teams running down
Oh,
to throw that
absolutely.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be new here.
She's going to try, I think, the same kind of shot she just threw.
Yeah, tap, tap again, try and get a 2. And, to be honest, with
We need a thick half
13
here.
of
Half is
15
close.
rocks in play, Team
I'm
Murphy should be
throwing normal,
happy that it's a
expecting it
tough
to
shot
come
for 2.
Yeah.
Or Team Powered, sorry. So she's throwing this with what looks like about normal takeout weight, which I don't expect to see it curl at all and actually fading away. We saw that earlier in today's game.
Yeah.
I don't think she's making contact.
Okay, so 1 blue
One blue.
for Team Man in the second end. That would be a 5-1
That
score.
surprised me, actually.
And we will be back in a moment.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Summer Fresh. Real food you can feel good about every day. Thank you to our silver sponsor, Judy Manning Sales Representative with Johnson & Daniel, a division of Royal LePage Real Estate Services Limited Brokerage, manning your real estate needs.
Okay, so we're back, and quick updates from the other sheets. We've got Holman and Inglis on sheet A. Holman scored a 3 in the second end to go up 3-0. Meduncan scored a 2 and in second end, so the score is 2-1 over Wasilki. And the Froud team stole another point against Team Daly and to go up 2-0 after 2 ends.
And on our sheet, Team Man has got some work to do here because they only able to take 1 point with Hammer in the second end and down 5-1 going into the third end. So What do you do here, Janet? You got to put a couple of center guards up, don't you?
Yes, for sure. I mean, the whole force take two math is not going to work in
Yeah.
Mann's favor by only scoring one that end. They will not have enough ends to come back.
And there's
so,
a mistake right there.
yeah,
Just
so they
slipped it in the
definitely
rings.
need to execute well. And you know, the Howard team gets a bit of a reprieve in this rock sliding in, and
Clean. Curl a little. Curl a little. Curl. Curl. Watch the roll.
That's a great shot by Justin.
yeah. So I was talking to the girls, obviously, with my connection with this team, having played with them for a few years, and then their alternate / coach / whatever they wanted me to do person. I talked to them earlier about kind of keeping my eyes on some of their games, and I think that they are choosing some really manageable weight for their hits on this ice surface, and evidenced by that very controlled weight that Jess threw, and keeps the shooter in play.
Nice stuff. Good judge, girls.
That's a better guard. Gonna try the tick shot.
Try the tick shot, see how it works for them. I think they'll probably throwing a back line type of weight. Uh-oh. Whoa, at a hand is never good.
Yeah, this is a long way to go. Oh, she's close.
Oh, just a touch.
I kind of think we throw a second.
So the Mann team will throw their second guard, and then the Howard team will start peeling. And we should see that exchange happen for a number of rounds until either one team misses or we get to the end of the end and the Mann team decides to come into the rings.
Can you come around? Hard, girls. We gotta go. Hard. Get some separation here. Hard. Go, Kira. Go.
Wow. Nice brushing to get it by the front.
So those two rocks are close enough where they can play the double here and roll their shooter away from the center line area.
Got a lot of weight. She's going to make the double, but she's not going to get rid of her.
My fault. Positive job.
Yeah, so she didn't get the double there.
No,
And
more
leaves a
importantly,
guard.
left the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's not great.
No.
I mean, if nothing else here for the Mann team, they would love to force Howard's team into taking 1 point and then get that hammer back and see what they can do.
Right back. All the way back. As far as you can. Go. Great
So I expect to
nice, Cheryl.
see the peel, and I think at this point, the Howard team would be happy if they
We can try that.
they just need to run it into one of the two rocks in the rings. It doesn't have to be that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and that's a good one because where the shooter's going to go
exactly.
out of the rings.
They accomplish
Yeah.
the peel
Open
and
it up.
remove a rock from the rings.
8. Whoa.
Should be close.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Nice shot.
What a shot.
Really nice, Grace.
Really
Oh,
good
very nice.
shot, Grace.
Really nice shot by Grace.
Oh, and
We're
a
having
replay.
another look at that. It's so darn good. She makes the peel, rolls the shooter, hits the one in the rings, and hits the other one in the rings. It's a really nice shot.
So she punched it back for second shot. So the man team with a series of well-executed shots could get the force this end.
Heavy clean.
But now the entire front of the rings are open, and it's a pretty simple end for Team Howard to remove Mann's rocks and have a fairly routine shot to score this end.
Who's sitting second over there, Jan?
I think blue is second. So
Blue is
I
second.
think Mann's sitting two. It looked like from the
Okay.
overhead. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where you and I, as we curled together this year, we talked about how you have to set a goal at the beginning of an end, but then you have to see how the end is working out, and then you change your tactic sort of deal. So you might start the end by trying to steal, but as it turns out, perhaps now we're going to have to try to force.
Right. So that was a nice hit and roll, well controlled by
I'm
Steph.
tempted to just do
But
this.
it does
This is
leave.
pretty thin if you want to play the double. We could do that too. But you got to commit to the double or you'll roll over the top.
It does leave the man
Normal?
team having to throw weight at rocks and rings down four. It's never good.
So I think they're committing to the double.
Sounds like it.
Close. Yep. Hard.
I think this rock grabbed a bit of fresh pebble because it's curling up to the nose and actually is probably going to bang into theirs on the way by.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's her rock or if she's just throwing one straight and one curly. Yep. This turn. Okay. Well, I know this one.
Yeah, we saw that.
Forward.
Yes! Weight's good. Yep. Whoa! Weight's good. Forward.
No! Call! Hard, gotta call! Gotta call! Really
Wow, this
gotta
one's
go,
running.
Gotta go!
Yeah, she's got a piece of it.
That's okay. Not your fault.
Sorry, it's just so loud. And
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference between low and girl.
This is low. This is low.
I don't know. Do we hit now? Do that maybe?
What do you think? Go this way?
That's what we know, yeah.
I'm not sure we know either one, to be honest.
Okay.
This might be like easier to call,
Sure.
like that with like good control.
Yeah.
And try to roll in front of the one. The yellow sitting on the back, 12 foot.
Good control.
But she's got a fair bit of ice there.
It does look like a lot of ice. Maybe
Yeah.
she's bringing her weight down from what she had Kira throwing. Well, looks like pretty full-on hit.
Close. You're at your rock right now.
Oh! Oh!
They could go for the skinny double.
Yeah.
She's got to get a piece
I
of
think
it first.
right now she has the much too skinny double.
Yes. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a matter of how they're throwing it, and not just this game. I've seen the other games too, or just not catching on to reading the ice properly.
Quick to the wing.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of ice.
That's what we,
Yeah.
we actually commented on the fact that was quite a bit.
Like what I threw there, like I trapped off the guard, that kind of weight. Yeah.
So Carly now is just going to draw way over to the open side and spread these rocks
Line's
out.
good. Curling a little bit early. Curling early. Line's really good. Sweep for 6. Yep. Go, go, go.
So the girls are sweeping this hard, 16 hog to hog, and looks like they might get it in for full 12. Great brushing. They're
Yeah, sorry, I thought I
Do the big roll. Well, yeah. I don't see an easy. I think like that's our best option to try to make them throw something other than a.
You want to throw less weight and try and roll lower?
No.
You could try and roll low off of that one. I can just stay over there.
We just need to make a decision here for time. So
Also freeze the back.
What do you do here, Janet?
Oh. Well,
I don't know. Try
in the
this.
first end, she
I
was
don't- I really
prepared
don't know. So if
to
you feel
freeze her
strongly
way
one
out
way,
of trouble.
then-
There is no hit her way out of trouble.
First end,
I think I'd throw the freeze.
You guys
Just
like
I
this?
think she
you've
has to.
lost the game.
You're right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Regardless.
See, like,
so
three is
either
too much
either
anyway. There's no easy
try and
double.
bury something behind that yellow that's at the top of the rings, or freeze to that one in the back. Like there's,
I mean,
you can make this double. Great shot, and
we can
she's
play
got a
the
wide open hit for
squash.
2
Yes, yeah.
to go up by 6.
Yeah,
Like, this
she
is-
did, like, it's in the exact same spot as she played the freeze 2 ends ago, so at
Exactly.
least she'll know, kind of have an idea what it's going to do.
Yeah.
over here.
Oh, she's even playing it as a slash, so
it's
she's
like-
not even
like
expecting to
aside
stick
from the
around in the
big-
ring. So
yeah.
she's
Try to
prepared to
freeze on this,
concede
like,
2.
This
Thick
is the
roll
go-to
to throw,
a lot of times for
I know, like,
curlers.
there's
They
nothing good
just
here.
they don't want to take the chance of the game being over. But either way, if this shot, if she just gets rid of one,
Game's
like
over.
this is a very difficult shot. So
Yeah.
yeah, the game is pretty much over. I hate to sound
I know.
negative, but it's just
I know.
realistic.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Brad Gushik, he'd be freezing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Close, yeah.
We did see this spot thrown a couple times in the morning game by the Inglis team. And she's got a nose hit or a roll out. So leaving Carly a draw to the rings for 3 to go up a lot.
I really don't understand. Yeah.
A lot to a little.
So that does tell me that this is the ice on this
I don't know
side.
if our
That's
viewers
very,
know, but
wide.
we are streaming 2 sheets out here, so
That's
there
right.
is another game going on right beside us.
They don't have the fabulous commentary. But
they don't have commentary,
Yeah.
but it's a tighter game. Wazilki and Maduncan.
I'm sure the fans of the Howard team are enjoying this game.
Yeah.
I'm sure the fans of the Mann team are wishing for a different start to the game.
Yeah.
But, you know, that both teams have another game today,
15.
beginning at 7:30 this evening. So, nice draw by Carly Howard to score 3.
Scored 3 points for yellow for Team Howard. 3 yellow, yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8 to 1 is now the score on this sheet. We'll be back in a moment.
Need extra space? We rock at Storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Access Storage. Proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2022 Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Just a short drive north of Toronto, Vaughan is the ideal destination for your next road trip adventure. Go to visitvaughan.ca.
Well, Janet, with an 8-1 score here, it's looking grim, but there's always hope.
There is hope.
There's hope. They've got 5 more ends to go, so they really got to put the pedal to the metal here.
Yeah. And I've always been a believer in that you can't win once you're shaking hands. So they're staying out, and they're going to – I heard them talking in the break, and they said, you know, it is a 3-game day, so they're not going to try to kill themselves on this game, but they are going to try to figure out a few things.
Yeah.
Most likely they'll be back on this sheet at some point throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
And I think they're just looking to get a better handle on sort of the ice and a better feel to bring some positives forward to their game this evening.
When you're down a few points in a curling game, all of a sudden your shots become a little bit harder because they have to be a little more precise. But the main thing here is to junk this end up and no hitting. You could do some taps and some freezes, that sort of thing. And really hope to get some mistakes out of your opposition.
Yeah. Now, I am going to say, I'm going to be a little bit, I don't know, critical of the Howard team at this point. I'm not sure why they're throwing another rock in play.
Yeah.
They're forgetting to look at the scoreboard.
And that's something that's typical, too. It's easy back here. We see everything. When you're out on the ice, sometimes you just get in this zone and you forget.
Yeah.
But
now what they've done is they created a lovely little pocket.
yes, they have. Yeah.
So that rock didn't need to be in play. Now, Lauren, of course, is going to utilize the free guard zone and not come in. But Carly and team are going to have to deal with that pocket.
Yeah.
So that means they have to put another rock in play.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
In front of the pocket. And although they don't necessarily have to, Janet, they could actually throw it through and then just get the hitting mode going. You know?
Yeah.
Because they're up so many.
Yeah, they can. So just a quick update on the other sheets. Sheet A, Inglis countered with a 2 of her own in the third end. Scores 3-2 Homan with hammer. On sheet B, the other streamed game, Meduncan stole one, is up 3-1 over Wasilki. Wasilki has hammer. And the Froud steel train continues. 3 consecutive steals in a row against Daly to be up 3-0. Daly has hammer.
8. Little easy. Yep.
So Carly's decided to deal with the pocket by hitting it. Great. She's going to peel out her own rock.
You're good.
And that's smart. It's good that she
Very
acknowledges that rock, those 2 rocks are not helping them much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is where the man team has to pour it on. Get these draws in there. They don't have to be perfectly buried, but they have to be in there somewhere.
Line might be close. 7.
So we haven't seen a lot of play to this corner.
No.
But
Close. Yeah.
Cheryl looked like she threw it pretty well, and it seems to be on a nice path. We'll see how much it finishes behind the guard.
That's a great shot by Cheryl.
Very nice.
Nice, Cheryl.
Wanting none of that, the Howard team is going to peel the corner guard.
Got curl a bit, yep.
And a nice peel by Grace.
Good roll.
So now come around the other corner guard. Same thrower, so weight should be, it's a different spot in the ice, but I assume the weight should be about the same. Draw weight, so
Rushers are
Try to get off the center
indicating it's a
line.
bit light.
Yeah, so now they got to try to place this where there's no double peel if they can.
Okay.
Oh, now this is a mistake in my opinion.
Yeah. Again, that blue rock in the rings is not doing you much damage, but those guards over there are. And Steph's a great peeler. She could easily make that double peel.
Yeah, this one in the house, you're up 8-1. This is not a problem for you at this point.
Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Hard.
Man team's not at all concerned about those yellow rocks in the rings right now. They just recognize they need to get
Don't
behind the
hurt
blue
yourself. We're already
corner
on
guard.
it. Roll it over if you
Unfortunately,
can. Shoot her, shoot her, shoot her.
it didn't work out for them.
Okay.
So
No, but at least there's some guards out there. She can't, maybe there's a triple peel. I don't know. But
now
Carly
it's starting
didn't
to
look
go.
at it.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it's starting to get a little more, not dicey with the peels, but by having that other
Yeah.
yellow rock in play, there's
Oh, yeah.
2 rocks you got to navigate by as you're
Yeah.
peeling out these blue ones. So. Steph makes no mistake.
Oh, almost lost it there. I thought so. Good call.
So there's still some overlap guards that Mann's going to work to get behind.
Probably just peel the easy one.
Yeah. Agreed.
They're calling line out of Kira's hand, and it looks like that rock is already.
Yeah, you still gotta go. Yeah.
line's fine.
oh,
Okay,
she likes the
roll
line. It
7.
did look like she
Yeah,
kind of
it
softed
did,
it.
did,
So
but looks
Didn't
like
finish.
the
But
brushers
it-
held it there at the early part, and swept it through the break point, and are going to get a nice buried rock.
Okay.
Second shot in behind the corner.
very nice shot.
So we've got 2 rocks left
What do you think?
by each team.
Just draw?
I think
I don't hate it. The
skips
max I can
rocks.
get
You
is
just
throw
draw
it.
down in front now.
What's
They're gonna
that?
have
You just
to
draw
hit this.
down in front of the blue. The
yeah.
double peel.
Hack. Worst case, I hit that.
Double peel. You're giving up a
What do you think, Hack?
2.
It's going,
And it's not an easy double peel either. It's not a gimme. So
Here, okay.
at this point, because there's only a couple
Follow
rocks
up.
left,
Yeah.
she could just follow that one down.
Yeah. Or she could also even just guard her own.
She could.
Yeah.
She could.
Those are both
Fair.
acceptable choices.
Yeah, I mean, you take the guard, you open it up a little more.
I don't think ticking the guard is something they want to
Just
do.
half.
I'm hearing Carly say if they tick the guard, it'll open it up a little more, but
Whatever. Gotta curl it after that guard. Just a hair less. Less? Little less, yeah. Yep.
so from the hack, Carly thinks she needs a little less ice. Must have a different viewpoint and see how this goes.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Close.
Carly looks really close.
Whoa,
Looks
whoa.
like a lot more
Yeah,
weight than
yeah.
Kira had.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
I think if they get by the guard, they'll make some contact.
Whoa. Keep going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep going. Good.
Actually move it through the rings. I didn't see that coming.
Didn't know that shot was there.
Yeah.
That was a little close.
Guarding or something? I can't really get under unless I just do this.
Yeah. How much?
Yeah,
air
I felt they were drawing there,
You
Mary.
got air on the
Wasn't that the call?
inside?
But clearly they weren't. That was much more weight than
It
draw weight,
was.
so they
It
obviously
was.
knew what they were playing, and
I draw.
We missed that.
What do we know, right?
We can definitely make that if that thinks it's a better shot. Okay, let's do it. We don't have time to. Hack. They kind of look like they're going hard early and then straighten out a little bit and then finish at the very end. Hack, try to hit and flop them behind. Stay close on these. They go early and then straighten out and then finish a little, so yeah.
Close.
Mine's close.
Clean. Well,
Close.
clean.
Whoa, curl.
Curl.
Whoa,
Hard
straight.
curl.
Just,
Hard curl.
whoa.
Curl.
So they're playing a little
goes
chap
up.
and
Oh,
lie,
it's up.
kind of. I think that rock's still essentially accessible, is it not? Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
you can
cool.
see even more of it than she
Yeah.
did the last time.
Yeah, I mean, get it out first. Hack. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely finishes up. Yep.
So Carly, I would say, threw that rock a little different than she threw her first one.
Clean.
Yes.
From my vantage point, I think they're going to see a bit more curl, but Steph seems to
Curl a
a
little.
little early hold on the sweep, and now
Hard. Hard.
No roll. No roll. Sorry.
nice shot by Carly.
Yeah, just a bit of a different throw, but
Good.
Well, Lauren's got
One
nothing
more
but an
thing in
open
there.
hit for one.
For one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we'll be at the fourth end break.
Right. We'll
So
see
if
if they even continue.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, that's
I
fine.
don't know.
Especially when there's another game coming up tonight,
Exactly.
they might not. But
Yeah.
No, should be fine. I'd like to go in.
So on the other streaming game, Wasilki just scored 3 to tie
Yeah.
that. No, actually to go up one
yeah,
on
go up one.
Meduncan.
Mhm.
So 4-3 Wasilki, and Meduncan has hammer. The other games are still playing the fourth end.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
Looks like a nice clean in, and Lauren should score her single.
okay, so did they get one there, Janet?
They did.
They did. So blue gets one there, Team Man.
Team
so that is
Man.
now a score of 8-2 after four ends of play, and we'll take a short break and be right back.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Summer Fresh. Real food you can feel good about every day. Thank you to our silver sponsor, Lois Warren and Associates Incorporated. Trusted insurance for lawyers.
Welcome to Wheels. Wheels.games, your free casino. Oh, fantastic. Wheels.games, your free casino.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 2022 Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts, brought to you by Curlon. I'm here with my co-host, Janet Murphy, and we are just through the first 4 ends of draw number 4 here. We got quite a big score here, Janet, of 8-2 with Team Howard over Team Mann.
Yeah. So I heard the Mann team at the break saying they're going to keep playing for a bit, just try and make a few shots, build some confidence, get some knowledge moving forward. All the teams play a third game this evening.
Yeah.
So so they're going to make use of these 2 ends, and maybe they don't come out with a victory on the scoreboard, but they're hoping to come out with a few small wins they can carry forward. So.
If it's high, you can leave it high. Otherwise, you got to make it a 2.5. Okay.
Well, it's a good chance for them to get to know this sheet, because the playoffs are going to be on these sheets.
Yes,
the final,
yes,
I would say, is going to be on this sheet.
Yes.
So,
good point.
yeah.
Very good point. So, yeah, on the other games that were in there, just everybody finished their 4th end break. So, on sheet D, the stealing continues. Susan Froud and squad still 4. So that game 7-0 after 4 ends. Froud over Daly. There was a murmur in the crowd, and I just saw the score hung on sheet A, and Team Homan scored another 3, so they're up 6-2. Inglis has hammer playing the 5th end. Previously reported Wasocki up 4-3 over Meduncan. Okay, so interesting. Here we go. They had a center guard.
They did.
Howard
and
tried the tick.
Justin ticked, but unfortunately left a guard out in front there.
Right,
So,
but accomplishes 2 things. 1, she can peel her own guard. And 2, she can hit the rock that went into the ring. So at least they have sort of a follow-up shot.
Yep.
So to counteract that, Team Mann is going to guard the yellow rock of Team Howard so that they can't peel that out.
Fine's fine, as long as you're over. Kira's stone. Kira's. Okay.
So they were successful in doing that. So Team Howard can come around. I think they could still throw an in-turn, hit half the blue rock. The blue rock's not going to leave. The yellow rock's gone. The overlap's gone.
yeah, they could actually throw an out-turn hit, get rid of both the shooter and the yellow one,
rock,
and the blue would stay in play.
Right, maybe
Yeah.
just squirt over a bit.
Yeah.
Instead, they're just going to throw this through. That's okay.
They're actually coming into the rings here.
Oh,
Yeah.
just drawing? Okay.
Good. Have a look. Have a look. Easy, 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 easy. It's all there. That's it. Good.
Well, I guess the other thing is Team Howard recognizes that those rocks out front are a very makeable double peel.
They are, yeah, very.
So they can just kind of leave them alone,
Yep.
double peel them, and
What are you? 4:30?
start eliminating rocks after this stone. The free guard zone is over.
Curl if you can. Get in here. Yep. Very piece. Okay.
And as expected, Carly immediately goes up to play the double peel for Grace.
Eight. Yep. Hard. Hard. Pull it off. Hard. You got it, Steph. Go. Hard.
Makes the double peel, but still leaves the shooter around. So it's getting a little messy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rocks in play, so
Yeah.
this is what Lauren wants. Second is Cheryl Kreviazik. Cheryl and both her sisters very successful in the game of curling.
They certainly are. And Looks like she's got a really nice shot here around the guard towards the top of the forefoot. Maybe a little bit shorter of that, but definitely in play, definitely behind the guard.
Want to peel or run it? Sorry if you just peel. You got it.
So I think they just decided on the straight peel, did they, Janet?
They did,
Yeah.
yeah. No, you don't need to make it so complicated and run it back. I mean, they're sitting first and third,
Yeah.
as long as they can't ever guard both, quote unquote, the headstone and the shot rock. So
We're gardening our own.
Got it? Okay, mine's pretty good. It's got to finish a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
interesting. So Carly's continuing with peeling. She's looking obviously to make some contact with that one at the top of the ring. This is a bit of a risky way to play this because a little on the high side, higher than you want, and that's going right into that yellow rock that's behind the guard.
Right.
I think I'd be throwing the other turn.
Whoa! Yeah!
I mean, these girls expect to make. Looks like she's got a pretty good one. Yeah. Yeah, that was an unnecessary risk again.
A little bit higher would be good, eh?
No.
Whoa!
So
Get
Kira's
over. Whoa,
attempting
you should be
to
okay.
guard the shot rock. This rock is really hanging out.
It is.
Just made it past the corner guard. Wow.
Yeah, just too much weight on that.
Yeah. I think that the Howard team's just going to continue to peel
You
in
gonna
an
play up?
attempt to make.
Yeah! You want last? I don't think we need.
So Stephanie playing the double here.
A little easy.
Yeah, the stack, the top to middle double. She's got a couple doubles she could make.
Roll it,
Looks
roll it,
really
roll it,
close.
roll it.
Not
go,
quite.
go.
No. Just needed to come up a bit.
Okay.
What would you want me to throw to T? The 90.
So I guess Lauren will play the guard on this one, and I assume Carly will still peel it. Then I think Lauren has got to maybe put one in the house to make her look at more than one.
I agree. She'll probably play the intern and sort of that quote unquote Christmas tree on the shot rock and make
Mine's nice.
Carly sort of chase the forefoot slash
Okay, mine's good.
Got a curl
rock
roll.
in the forefoot.
Has to curl, Steph.
Make her think about it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This-
again,
this
this
is
is
way
way
out
out
there.
there.
Yep.
She's thrown less weight than her
Finish.
third through, but it looks like she's got just enough. Maybe.
Yeah? Make that double peel.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to try to pull back.
Yeah,
You never
something
know.
back there. Worst case, you're losing it.
It's like a half.
Okay. There.
You got it.
What do you think? Yeah.
Just peel.
Like the peel.
Double
Yeah.
peel.
The double. Sorry. Yeah. That's, oh, we can push the yellow back. Yeah.
So Carly's throwing peel, double peel here. There's talk amongst the back end there that they might be able to drag that yellow rock towards shot rock, but
Whoa.
that'd be a pretty good shot.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. No.
Oh, so close.
Sorry.
That's good.
Sorry. Too thin. Shoot. Off the hair. Sorry, Jess. Good call.
Okay.
Thought it was a lot
It's
closer to my hair, but
So this is just what we talked about, Mary. I think Lauren's going to get another rock in the rings,
Well,
Ma-
yeah. So
make Carly look at a couple.
Just do that.
She's going to hit.
She's got the
She's talking
nose
about
there.
hitting. I think hitting would be
My first thought was this.
not smart.
I don't mind, only because she'd be sitting
I think
three.
because they're too, I think
With
they either
a
have to
very
go here.
makeable shot for
Yeah.
Howard to
Yeah.
score. If she tucks this, half tucks behind yellow, half covers the back one. Carly's doesn't have a lot of real estate in that forefoot
Yeah.
by
Like
the
this?
time she negotiates that. I don't.
Yeah.
You like that? Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Although, have we seen Carly draw recently? Probably not. So
No.
if they hit this, even maybe if they can get a little roll behind that blue and make a scoring area a lot smaller
Yeah.
for Carly, she's gonna have to. Well, she'd probably hit because she's up
she can
so
hit
many.
This one.
Yeah,
She can hit
she's
that
up
one.
so
It's going to
many.
be wide open. Carly has not drawn, I don't think, the entire game, but
No.
So
this,
stay
if she
close,
hits
'cause I'm
this
not
rock,
sure.
she's not forcing her to draw either.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, she's gonna hit something.
yep. Green. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
And the Howard team's not even thinking about that. They're just going to they're going to heavy draw down into the shot rock.
I still want to like lose. Yeah.
So just
Just
the ice to come into it, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
certainly
what
they
is
are
that?
throwing
Not
against
here.
three.
This seems
So if they miss
that's gonna
it,
go through that rock.
they give up a steal of three.
Here.
But it's not really a
Here, maybe,
very hard
like
shot.
that?
I think that Lauren could have put a lot more pressure on the Howard team with
Well,
the draw.
she looks like she's playing a little draw tab
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Just draw down to it. I think speed.
Honestly, I see more playing a hit on that one. The
I do too.
the intern down center line
Yeah.
type of hit.
She threw it in the first end twice. Carly
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
They know this spot really well. I'm surprised that they're changing up the weight, but I'm going to put a clock on this.
So last rock for Carly Howard, the fifth end here.
Line's good.
Facing three blue rocks.
Line's good out of hand, and the
3 for
sweepers are
7. Line's good.
keeping the brooms down.
Not curling much. Easy. Take a look. Line's good.
It's 14-6, which
Straight
I
a
think
little
should be
bit, yep.
totally ballpark to make this
Okay, you're
shot.
into the blue now.
And using that rock in the
Very nice.
rings, she scores her point.
Very
Excellent.
nice shot. So one yellow for
Great judge, guys.
Team Howard here, puts that score at
Just did not
9
curl
to
much
2.
until hog line, so.
And we will be back shortly.
Thank you to our gold sponsor, Del Manor. Inspired Retirement Living. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Melita. Join the pursuit for better coffee.
Okay, well, we are back, and it looks like it is handshakes here on our feature sheet here with a final score of 9-2 with Howard beating the Mann team. So we are going to see you guys later tonight. Drop 5 is going to be at 7:30 tonight, and we're going to feature Team Froud up against Team Holman. So until then, everyone have a great afternoon.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Summer Fresh. Real food you can feel good about every day. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Del Manor. Inspired Retirement Living. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Melita. Join the pursuit for better coffee.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Access Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the 2022 Ontario Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Just a short drive north of Toronto, Vaughan is the ideal destination for your next road trip adventure. Go to visitvaughan.ca.